Hi, sis. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
Morning,
morning.
family. How are you doing? Sharing and commenting and liking and subscribing to our YouTube channel.
Oh, you remembered all 4 points. High five.
How's that going? Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, it,
Um,
it is what can I
yeah.
speak here? Um, it is important to get this message out to the world, right? Meaning Jesus' message out to the world, A Course in Miracles. So it would be great if we all could um, apply the discipline if we are enjoying the videos to at least like them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That would be very helpful in increasing the algorithms.
Right.
I don't know what an algorithm is,
I don't
but
either, but
who cares?
yeah. But it's definitely like if it's helping us, he says that the second leg of our awakening journey is to go back to the sleeping sonship and arouse those. There's so many out there that really believe in their pain and their problems, and they don't believe that they have a way out. And I remember the day I was laying in a walk in closet saying, God, you show up or I'm going to slit my wrist. And not that I would do that, I don't like blood, but I was really thinking about killing myself. I want to reach that person. I want to, like an arrow, shoot some light straight into the mind of the one that's still at home, suffering and feeling very alone. So, if we can be any part of that solution, why not? This is not a call for to glorify take me to truth. This is a call to get these teachings out to every seeking mind. So let's be part of a solution and just spread the love.
Oh, love that.
Yeah. And if you haven't thought about it and you don't have anything going on Thursday night, I'm really quickly falling in love with our Thursday night deep dive into the text family. We've got such an amazing, diverse group of teachers and newbies and Holy Spirit's pinging around the group, and it's already bearing so much fruit. I'm so grateful to be facilitating and being a part of this offering. So if you're not busy Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in the U.S., please come. It's free. I do accept donations because the girls got to eat, but I want you to know that it's open to everybody, and it's in my Zoom room. And all that information is down below in the show more or description box. You can register. It'll give you the information to come and join us in the Zoom room on Thursday nights.
Yes. And when you do register, even
Mm.
though you might be in a different time zone, so a lot of
Yeah.
our family come from all over the world, you can watch the recordings, but you have to enroll first or register first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's always recordings, yes, if you can't join us live.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. So, sis, we're on lesson 242, and I think you said you'd take it.
Yes.
Lead us.
This day is God's. It is my gift to Him. This day is God's. It is my gift to Him. I will not lead my life alone today. I do not understand the world, and so to try to lead my life alone must be but foolishness. But there is one who knows all that is best for me, and he is glad to make no choices for me, but the ones that lead to God. I give this day to him, for I would not delay my coming home. And it is he who knows the way to God. And so we give today to you. We come with wholly open minds. We do not ask for anything that we may think we want. Give us what you would have received by us. You know all our desires and our wants, and you will give us everything we need in helping us to find the way to you.
Just reminds me of, the ego's arrogance, where it created a world where God seems not to be able to enter, and it boasts having a will apart from God and says, "Look what I have created in my independence. I'm so powerful that I can, kill off the Son of God. I've overtaken God." It's just total boastful arrogance. And our part is to withdraw or rescind the thought that separation could bring us anything that we could possibly desire. And in that, there is a gift to God, saying, "Your will be done, not my will, but thine be done," because that will is all that's being done. It's our restoring, not that God needs to be restored, but our willing consent that all of our blocks be taken by the Holy Spirit, and we're letting God be God to us, letting God be all there is to us, um, rejoicing in the atonement. It's just this complete utter surrender in the name of love, though not a defeat. It's a running at God, because God is all you want, and that's restoring to God what's already his. It's just the acknowledgement of it and not defending away from it. Yeah.
Mm.
No more independence from love.
Isolation from love, right?
Yes. Isolation from love. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's appropriate to share this, although it's
Hmm.
no, I think it is in alignment with this. Is something that came to me last night and is right there with me today. Is the idea of sharing. Um, you know, he says here, right in the first paragraph, "I will not lead my life alone today." Meaning, yes, not we're not going to make decisions apart from the Holy Spirit in our mind, but also we're not going to make any decisions apart from our brothers and sisters. We're not going to idolize our private mind with its own self-seeking agendas that can clash with others, right?
Right.
We're not going to do that. So if I think we've got probably 5 minutes to unpack this, sis. I'd love to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Something I found in the course today in the text in chapter 5, section 4, paragraph 3, and I'll read it to you here.
Okay.
Every loving thought held in any part of the sonship belongs to every part. It is shared because it is loving, meaning it is loving because also it's shared.
Mm-hmm.
See, the two go together.
Right.
Sharing is God's way of creating. That's how he created us,
Yes.
sharing. Yeah. He's the love that he had, he shared, and
Mm-hmm.
we were created from that love,
Yes.
in that sharing. So he says sharing is God's way of creating and also yours. It's our way of creating, sharing.
Yes.
The ego can keep you in exile from the kingdom, but in the kingdom itself, it has no power. The ego has no power. Ideas of the spirit do not leave the mind that thinks them, nor can they conflict with each other. However, ideas of the ego here in the gap, in the dream of separation, however, ideas of the ego can conflict because they occur at different levels and also include opposite thoughts at the same level.
Mhm.
It is impossible to share opposing thoughts. It's just absolutely impossible to share opposing thoughts. You can share only the thoughts that are of God and that He keeps for you. So, I mean, this is driving it home that the only thoughts that we can share are the thoughts that arise from love.
Yes.
Anything else does not exist and doesn't show up on God's radar.
Mhm. And the only
And
thing
if
we would seem to do in the gap is to create conflict because it's impossible that they can be shared. It's one, yeah, that's all the conflict that we're seeing around us, ensuring that nothing true is ever given rise to and nothing is ever shared between minds. Yeah.
yeah, yep, yep. Thank you, sis.
Hmm.
I'll keep reading here. And of such is the kingdom of heaven. Right. The rest remains with you. The rest of the thoughts that we have remains with you until the Holy Spirit has reinterpreted them in the light of the kingdom, making them too worthy of being shared. So he purifies them,
Hmm.
reinterprets them, and then repurposes them. When they have been sufficiently purified, he lets you give them away. The decision to share them is their purification.
Hmm.
Wow, so beautiful. And then he goes on to say this: perhaps you think that fear as well as love can be communicated. We all do through the ego filter. We believe that we can communicate fear, that it becomes contagious. I
Hmm.
mean, look at the pandemic
Hmm.
idea
Hmm.
that the ego came up with in, when was it, 2019 or 2020? Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, whatever. All right. Okay. Um, So he says, perhaps you think that fear as well as love can be communicated and therefore can be shared. Yet this is not so real as it may appear. Those who communicate fear are promoting attack, and attack always, always breaks communication, which means it severs love,
Right.
making it impossible. Egos do join together in temporary allegiance, but always for what each one can get separately. That's what special relationships are.
Right.
Fearful relationships, two people join in perhaps maybe a romantic
Hmm.
alliance
Hmm.
of mutual use
Hmm.
for what they can each get separately.
Right.
Yeah. The Holy Spirit communicates only what each one can give to all. Yeah. So I just wanted to include that in this lesson.
Thank you. Yeah, you can feel if God is love, love has to share itself to know itself. That's why God created us. That's just the nature of love. That's what love does. And this idea of sharing, transcending self-interest comes before it's the impulse, right? It's to move out. The love that we are wants to move out and join with the love and light in a brother or in any aspect of creation. And that's that willingness to transcend the selfish thought or the self barriers and really connect so that communication can be established and we start to share that love and then it's strengthened.
Mm.
Boy, I think if we could stop listening to the media and I mean, imagine if there's no stimuli in the world, how quickly the pull to love would overcome this belief in separation. The natural pull of love would just take over in an instant. That's why we always have to have some new bomb lobbed into the world to grab our attention. It has to be that way for the idea of separation to seem to be ongoing, because love is so powerful. Yeah, it's what we are. And it's that fear is loosening its grip. It's cracking. The foundation's cracking.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Well,
everybody.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. And that's this lesson 242. This day is God's. It is my gift to Him. Yeah. Thank you, sis.
Thank you. And thanks for the additional sharing on that. That was great.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. We love you. Thank you.